EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the...
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for the touchdown. Marquise Brown, 66 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away. Vick now from the 50. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. They'll run with Lynch. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with a football to begin quarter number 2. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. On first down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again here, Wilson. Over the middle complete. It's Holt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 44 yards. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Vick now after the fumble recovery. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Vick to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now here's Vick. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Throwing Vick, and he's got it, and he will take it in for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, and his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Charles Tillman. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Running it here with Peyton. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Vick.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. And an alley to run. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Let's go. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vick, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deep forward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd down and goal. Vick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he's up across the 25-8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive with Lynch. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. There's Michael Vick. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now it's Wilson. There goes screen with Dillon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Only a yard on the third down throw, and that leads to a fourth down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production, and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Dickerson, he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion now. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So we got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Breeze. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And he'll get it down here to the 43. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Breeze. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Breeze now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze got a man. It's Randy Moss. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
2nd and 5 now. Vick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about... the 22-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and man. Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw, Vick. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Ryan Shazier in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Breeze now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Breeze finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Breeze now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 2nd and goal, Breeze to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vick. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Michael Vick, he's going to go. A touchdown. Michael Vick, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
FC Pittsburgh. 5.
Throwing on first down is Manning. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he stopped immediately there.
Ready. 60 on.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And he showed off yet again those elite cover skills that make him one of the greatest to ever play the cornerback position. If you're going to throw it anywhere in his vicinity, you obviously have to be on the high alert because he's a tremendous athlete.
Boy, a great athlete indeed. He can pretty much do anything. In fact, he's the only person to have both a reception and an interception in Super Bowl history. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now here's Vick. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Play action now. Vick.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Another try after the first down sack. Manning gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
30 base.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there from McCaffrey. 49 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played with.
Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Here's Manning to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on second down. Manning, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. First down there, but the clock continues to move. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Too Tall Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Eddie Goldman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Michael Vick and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Vick towards the end zone for Brown. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, I Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Throwing is Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They go play action here on 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 83 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So that drive, 4 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Manning, over the middle, complete. It's Holt, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this play will be yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Manning, pass incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanket.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. Here's Brian Anger now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. With it is Brown. And now the rookie's free. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here's a second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Manning will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, it's Manning. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Christian Okoye, the intended target, but now it's third and goal. Manning now on third and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Despite the late lead, Nick's going to throw towards the end zone for Brown. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
Guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. One final try now from Manning. And he's got his man on the out route. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory.
Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Manning. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Manning. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first and 10, here's Manning. That'll be caught by Rice. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On play action, it's Manning. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And Too-Tall Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On second down now, Peyton. Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Manning. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Vick. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, and a field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 29, Manning, throw left side, completion to Rice. 12 yards there and a first down. first down. Peyton. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Peyton. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's complete into the hands of A.J. Derby. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. To throw, it's Manning. That's complete to his running back, Peyton.
Offside, defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
To throw is Manning, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Manning. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Manning. Throw left side complete. It's Rice. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field still available.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to run the jet sweep with Rice. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's going to loft one deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Manning. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are visitors to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays.
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Vick. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Michael Vick dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy. On that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd down. Madden over the middle. That's caught by Rice. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Manning going to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Manning. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. Headed second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Manning. Paul bringing it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Again, it's Manning. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. He's going to float this one deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards to throw. Vic under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ah, yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee, snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler Reggie White. Here we go with McCaffrey, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 20.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Manning now on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Manning now to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And it was their defense.